In this factoring methods video, we will do a calculus level problem where we factor out the GCF and then simplify. This is part of a problem that you would see with a chain rule and product rule combined. We're going to take this expression, which is two very large products, and factor out the GCF. The first factor is 3x plus 2, that's raised to the fourth power, times 6, times the next factor is x cubed minus 4x plus 5, all raised to the fifth, and then the last factor is 3x squared minus 4, plus the second product is x cubed minus 4x plus 5, that factor raised to the sixth power, times 4, times the factor 3x plus 2 raised to the third power, times 3. Working from left to right, we see that 3x plus 2 is a factor that both larger products have in common. The first product has that to the fourth power, the second product has that factor to the third, and so the GCF would include 3x plus 2 raised to the third power. The next factor we see coming in from the left is 6. And when we look in the second large product, you can see that you have a 4 times a 3, which is 12. 12 is 6 times 2. So the two large products have 6 in common. And then the next factor we see they have in common is x cubed minus 4x plus 5. The first large product has that to the fifth power, the second large product has that to the sixth. And so they have it in common 5 times. So we're factoring out x cubed minus 4x plus 5 raised to the fifth power. And that's all they have in common. So now what we're doing is with brackets, we're going to, and parentheses, we're going to write what's left over from each of the large products after having factored out the GCF. For the first large product, we have one more factor of 3x plus 2 because we've factored out 3x plus 2 to the third power. So we still have one more 3x plus 2. The next thing we have is 3x squared minus 4. Those are two binomials, and so we are going to have to multiply those out in the next step. Now from the second large product, we're left with x cubed minus 4x plus 5 to the first power because we factored that out to the fifth. And remember, we factored out a 6, which came from 4 times 3, which is 12. So once we factored out the 6, we have 2 left. Now I'm going to simplify what's in the brackets, and I'm going to use FOIL to multiply 3x plus 2 times 3x squared minus 4. So the first product is 3x times 3x squared, which is 9x to the third. The outer product is 3x times negative 4. That's negative 12x. The inner product is 2 times 3x squared. That is 6x squared. And the last is 2 times negative 4, which is negative 8. And now I just need to distribute the multiplication by 2 times the x cubed minus 4x plus 5. And so I get 2x to the third minus 8x plus 10. The last thing to do is add like terms. We have 9x to the third plus 2x to the third, which gives us 11x to the third. We're bringing down the 6x squared. There was no like term for that. Negative 12x minus 8x is negative 20x, and negative 8 plus 10 is 2. This is now completely simplified.